Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, which I am playing today because I didn't want to bother getting the stuff to make a thumbnail for a game I haven't played on stream yet. So yeah, we're going back to Freedom Unite, which apparently I haven't played since before the Monster Hunter Wilds beta, so it's been a while. Anyway, let's actually do go into the house because we probably need to have a meal, don't we? Oh boy, a flying meal pass plus. Dragonhead and King Truffle was the good one for getting attack boost, right? Yeah, we got an attack boost and feline defense low. Could be worse. Alright, so we need mega potions. We need potions. How are we doing on paintballs? We're fine. Probably stand to have a few more whetstones, though. Definitely want some more honey. Well done steaks wouldn't hurt. And that leaves us with one page open for other things. I mean, I'm gonna be doing some G-rank stuff today, so let's grab some herbs. And some blue shrooms. And anything else I'm gonna grab, I can grab after determining what quest I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Hi.
And I know I haven't yet finished all of my high rank stuff, but I feel like doing a bit of G rank. Though maybe starting with the Chameleos quest that's currently available here in high rank is the thing to do, because that way, like, I know Chameleos being an Elder Dragon, this quest rotates, it's not always available. So yeah, I guess I'll do this first. Chameleos is annoying. I don't like it. It being Chameleos, we're gonna want smoke bombs. Can I make more smoke bombs? Do I know how to make more smoke bombs? I believe it's like sap plant and something? Sap plant and... or no, it's not sap plant. Do they require bomb casings? Oh yeah, bomb casing and ivy, that'll do it. Alright, let's make a handful of those. Are smoke bombs necessary for Chameleos? No, but they certainly help. Hey there, Wolfinson. I'm doing fine. Hope you are too. And I'm glad you enjoy chilling to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite and chill, because that's literally what it's about. Go to old game and chill in old game. I could bring dung bombs. They actually are mildly helpful against Chameleos for when you run out of smoke bombs. In terms of helping you determine if Chameleos is between you and where the dung bomb landed. So yeah, we'll bring those. And then I think we're probably good for a high rank Chameleos. Always fascinating when you're in this particular area and get to hear its music. But we're not sticking around long. And I believe I saw Cammy over in this area. Yes, I believe I've found the Chameleos. Right, I should have brought Sonics. Sonics are good against Chameleos. This thieving jerk. This thieving jerk. This thieving jerk! Okay, you know what? I clearly, need to remember how Chameleos works. And I am abandoning just because I didn't prepare properly. There are those who believe that failing to prepare properly, and thus abandoning the quest to go prepare properly, is somehow preferable to being able to just go into the camp and get the correct items at the cost of quest time. I would rather save the load screens, save needing to eat again, and just be able to grab the items that I meant to bring in the first place. Like, say what you will about restocking during a quest, like, because you ran out of stuff. You can choose to do that, you can choose to not do that. It's up to you. If you dislike being able to do that, just don't. It's not one of those things that changes how the game plays or anything. Like, they don't balance the game around, oh, you can restock at the base, so we're gonna make everything harder so that you have to restock. They don't do that. But, like, if it's just the difference between, oops, I forgot something, now I have to abandon the quest and go grab the thing I forgot, and then go back to the quest. Yeah, just let me go to the tent and grab the things I forgot. You still have to realize you forgot them. Oh, I don't have many sonic bombs. Do I have the ability to make many sonic bombs? Okay, there's screamers. Okay, we've got the ability to make some. That's better than nothing. I think I was probably doing some bloses the last time I played this game, judging by the lack of Sonics. And flashes, while not amazing against Cammy, if you blind it, the stars do stay above it even when it's invisible, so you at least can tell where its head is. And now I'm better prepared for Cammy. So Cammy is in here somewhere. I have found the Chameleos. There. And now the Chameleos is forced to be visible for a while. Cammy, can we have your theme? I know you only like to play it when you're mad, but you're completely visible. You could at least play it now. Well, we're just stuck here with this Dragon Wind for a bit. Is it just me, or is this an especially large Cammy? Hey, we have qualified for Cammy music. I will never agree with the decision that Capcom made to have the camera automatically pan to face the wall if you contact a wall during your knockback from getting hit. Well, so much for that steak I just ate. Oh, and I can't eat another. So, I don't remember how to deal with exhaustion. It's been forever since I've been hit by it. I mean, there is clearly the option of just wait for it to end, but I'd like for it to just be over. I don't know how to cure it. Ah, it appears to have ended. So now I'm allowed to eat my steaks. So let's eat some steaks. And yeah, Wolfkin said it was a risky steak. I didn't expect Chameleos to just turn around and slap me with his exhaustion beam. Ah, missed the golf swing. Twice. Okay, and he's mad. I don't think we're allowed to Sonic him while he is mad. Everyone knows you bring wind res for Kushala. But who remembers that it's apparently just as important against Cammy when Cammy wants to be a jerk? Seriously, the max potion? I need to bonk this guy's nose so he'll start being more visible. I also need him to stop stealing my stuff. Hey there, Nick. Weird seeing a fully visible Chameleos just wander by. Well, I guess he's out of rage. Oh, he's also out of the area. Please stop with the pat-pats. I don't like that it's the hand that is farther from the tail that does the little swipe. Because that means that you can't go for the hand that you can hit during the pat-pats otherwise. Wow, that was apparently a hit to the nose. I saw that little stun splash. Don't know how I hit the nose with that golf swing, but, I mean, hey. We take it. Cool. I love that his face is nowhere near where I can touch. I almost ran into that. Rise's Chameleos theme wishes it was this good. that Vespoid. The Pat-Pats are so annoying. Oh, someone's out of rage. That is a good way to get rid of Pat-Pats. And at least the golf swing landed there. It only landed a single golf swing, but you know what? It's better than nothing. And since he... Ooh, I need to paint him before it's too late. Before I lose him. Where you going, Cammy? Leaving the area, okay. Yep, found him. Bit rude that I found him doing that. Thanks for the health horn, cat. That's why you're here. Dang. I need to stop starting to charge at that mid-range. I need to be either far or close if I'm to avoid getting tongued. At least I landed one regular hit and one golf swing. Sounds like he's flapping that away. Yep, that looks like a Cammy to me. This smoke bomb doesn't appear to be helping much at all. I remember smoke bombs being more help. He's out of rage, that's good. And he is in this direction. Found him. Now, if you'd kindly stay visible for a bit. I'm so bad at getting multiple hits during the knockdowns. Yeah, Nick, it is interesting that Tetsukabra got a stamina reduction thing, but Chameleos didn't in 4th gen. But hey, Chameleos has had and lost a bunch of different status effects, including vocal cord paralysis. Though I can fully understand why they took that one away, because people don't type for their game chat anymore. And if they wanted to use vocal cord paralysis to stop people from doing voice chat in-game, like, sure, that'd work for the subset of people who actually use the game's voice chat options for voice chat. But something tells me it wouldn't do nothing for players playing while on Discord. So who knows, maybe Capcom could work out a deal with Discord and do something with Discord-rich presence and make it so that if a player got inflicted with vocal cord paralysis in-game, it muted them on Discord. He's in here. There. Oh. I see that sparkly. Oh boy, an Ankh-Durgan Treasury. Going a little too early. Stupid wings! Chameleos is laughing at me. It looks like I flinched and no, never mind. Well, he's going somewhere. Over there. Tell you what, I'm gonna duck behind this rock and sharpen. Rage, we can use another Sonic. Provided he wants to show himself again. There we go. Yeah, when it comes to the Elder or the Dose Trio's Dragon Wind, I think it's for the best when Kushala is the only one with a noticeable amount of it. Because, like, it's kind of Kushala's whole thing. When the other two take it, it just cheapens Kushala. Got a KO. Be nice if I could capitalize on it, though. Well, at least I got the face with a super bonk before getting poisoned. Again, never going to agree with the decision to make the camera pan to the wall that you've just hit, if you hit a wall after being knocked away. Feel like it's a bad decision. I want to see the monster that hit me, not the wall that stopped me from moving away from the monster. Don't need to fix it immediately, though. He's not mad, which means he's not going to be staying invisible. Also, the quest is over. I don't have to kill it. I just need him to run away. I like how we can watch his shadow go, but I can't pan the camera high enough to watch him go. But rest assured, there is a Chameleos on the move. Yeah, Nick, comparing the Freedom Unite version of this map to the GU version of the map is always interesting. And I will never not find it hilarious that this post-quest screen is PSP native resolution, even though we've been playing in 4K. Like, welcome to what the game would have looked like on original hardware. Oh boy, I love how valuable Ankh-Durgan treasuries are. Hey there, guard. I'm doing fine. Hope you are too. You just missed a cami. A cami who was far more annoying than I even remembered it being. Oof, microwave broke? That's never fun. Alright, that ought to do for now for items until I've decided what quest we're going on. I should at least grab honey from the farm. I know I've got a lot right now, but having a lot right now does not equate to having a lot always. And with the fact that you can't get 10 honey per quest from the honey box, we are at a honey deficit every time I have to make mega potions during a quest. A major honey deficit. We're at a honey deficit every time I run out of mega potions during a quest. Let's actually, once again, check the stuff here. Make sure that there aren't any elder dragons among... Okay, so there's a Teo that I haven't done. And since the Teo does rotate in and out, I kinda have to do it. And I know there's also this Fatalis quest, but I don't want to. I don't like Fatalis in this game. It's bad. So we're gonna do Teo. And since we're doing Teo, I absolutely need cool drinks. That much is obvious. His heat aura is only negated by poison. I don't believe poison smoke bombs will do it, though. So am I just going for bonking his head until his heat aura wears off? That might be the case. Unless... hang on. Take quest away. Let me go... home. And I haven't even bothered to check. Okay, so I have... razor sharp, attack up large, and no stun. Got it. If I change my hammer, do I have a good poison hammer? I do not have a good poison hammer. I have an ice hammer. And I've got some raw hammers. But no poison hammer. I don't believe I can make a poison hammer. But I can at least look, right? Cannot be further improved. Not a poison hammer. None of these is poison. That only goes to even better gun hammer. Neither one of those becomes poison. Neither one of these is poisonous. Nor venomous, for that matter. Ah, yes, I made the Darkness Dark Blade. Why did I make that? Just because it's a funny name? Because let's be real, it is a funny name. Anyway, I'm stuck with no poison options, so yeah, we just gotta do what we can. Ooh, it's meat day, but I don't need meat. Apparently it's everything day. Wolfkinson, I have no idea whether you get refunded the quest fee if you abandon or cancel it in Freedom Unite. All I know is that I have 160,000 zenny and the quest fee is 750. I can eat that. Or sorry, the quest fee is 1,000 zenny for this quest, but still, I can eat it. It is less than 1% of my total wealth. Is there anything else I can use to make Teostra less of a pain? I don't believe so. Because I can't make poison knives in this game. So I think we just gotta rely on bonk Teo in the head enough times. Bring the Farcaster just so that if items get delivered and I feel like I'm running low on stuff, I can go back real quick and grab those. At least the game was kind enough not to start me too far away from the tail. Yeah, Wolfkinson, I would be more precious about my money if I wasn't in full-on post-game. Okay, it didn't start me too far from the Teo, but the Teo seems to have moved on. Gestures. Wave. Where is the Teostra? Right back where I just left from. Oh, I've already... Or have I already? Yeah, I've already weakened this Teo. Big boy's wings are busted. Oh, that is a close one. Will this be an Ankh-Durgan Treasury? It will. Who doesn't love an Ankh-Durgan Treasury? face has been officially bonked enough to temporarily disable the heat aura. It's a lot easier to bonk Teo's face enough than it is to bonk Cammy's face enough, because Teo's face is nice and large and it hangs out right next to the floor. That one? Again, a little too far. Nice KO, love to see it. Don't love missing with that golf swing, but I hit with enough things that it's okay. Especially because I hit with that golf swing and got him on the floor again. Teostra is arguably the the most bullyable Elder Dragon in this game. I guess Lunastra would be more bullyable, because she's just easier Teo in this game. But still. My, how those tables turned. Lunastra going from being easier Teo in this game to harder Teo in World. I don't mind him doing the far one. I do mind missing that golf swing. Don't mind him trying the far one again, though. We love seeing the yellow powder, because the yellow powder means that I'm allowed to just get in there and bonk his face. The orange powder, on the other hand, means that I must not bonk his face right that moment. Yeah, Wolfkinson, I can imagine being colorblind would not be helpful against old Teo. Though I believe there's also a wind effect where the powder is going to explode, so if you look for that, at least you don't have to be able to judge by color alone. Buddy, you wanna maybe get close to where my hammer can touch you and then maybe stay there for 2 seconds? Ah, yeah, you gotta tail sweep all those people behind you. Oh, nope, there is no wind effect nearby for when he's doing the red powder. So yeah, I guess colorblindness is just a huge debuff against old Teo. And there's a KO, so we're probably getting into a bit of a bully loop now. Sucks that I ran out of purple sharpness just now. no bully loot at the moment. But he's being kind enough to give me time to down this cool drink. Are you leaving, sir? Yeah, he's leaving. He's going all the way down there, huh? Honestly, it would be faster to get there if I just used my Farcaster, but I don't wanna. Rude. Thank you, Superman Dive. Hey, Teo, can you get out of there? I need you over here where I can smack you. Still funny that Teostra's Roar was reused for Alatreon in Gen 3. Anyway, Teo down. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of expected to walk up onto his body. Ooh, a Fire Durgan Jewel. So used to walking onto monsters to carve them now. But nope. That is a Wilds exclusive feature. No other game has it. Yeah, always nice when you beat a Teo and find a Fire Durgan Jewel. They could have fit the full word dragon. Why didn't they? Why isn't it a Fire Dragon Jewel? Why is it a Fire Durgan Jewel? And here we once again get a glimpse of what this fight would have looked like on original hardware. So pixelated. Oh, that was a big boy. Still not a gold crown big boy, but still a big boy. More than a meter longer than my last Teo. Or my last Teo record. It's wild that it would take until Monster Hunter Tri for us to be able, well, at least as far as the games that I've played, for us to be able to eat inside the Gathering Hub. I don't know if you could eat inside the Gathering Hub in games prior to Freedom Unite. All I know is you couldn't in Freedom Unite, and you can in Tri, and in every game after Tri. Really is a testament to how bullyable Teo is in this game. That we are going to be honey positive for that quest. Because we used 3 Mega Potions. And would you look at that, we got 5 honey. That is a +2 Mega Potion surplus. And just checking to make sure there's no other cycling Elder Dragons. Chameleos is back. Well, I guess if Chameleos is back, I need to beat it up again. Gonna bring those Sonics. Gonna bring some antidotes. Not gonna bother with smoke bombs because they weren't any help whatsoever. Is there anything else that I can use against Cammy? Since we're in the swamp, I think lightning rods might be allowed. I don't know if they'll do much, but I can certainly give them a shot. And yeah, the fact that the hub has this table right here, and yet we cannot eat at it. Why? It's just here for sitting down and emoting. There is no other purpose to this table than to sit down and emote while doing multiplayer. Actually, with this being Cammy, I would probably be well served by having more than just well done steaks. I've only got 1 power juice. I don't even remember how to make power juice. Does it take dash juice in this game? I don't think it does. If it does, I don't have any. None of those is going to be power juice. Immunizer and yep, that's ancient potions. Oh, power extract would be what it is, and I've only got 1, so I can only make 1 power juice. Right, sorry, I can make 1 mega juice. But how does one make power juice? There's no combo list in this game. I need to remember with my brain. Maybe it's a catalyst and a rare steak. Yeah, that looks like power juice to me. Give me some of that power juice. Yeah, guard, during the Cammy that I did before that Teo, I got hit by his stamina reduction attack once. Oh, right. Since we're in the swamp, we need hot drinks if we're indoors. But I don't think Cammy goes indoors. So we'll probably be fine. So Cammy should be in here somewhere. Not that I would be able to find it. I say as I am touching it. I was hoping that a lightning rod would do something about Cammy's camouflage, considering we know that it camouflages by, like, running an electric current through the meld spar or on its skin or whatever. So I was hoping that a lightning rod would affect that, but no. It was too much to ask. Glad I managed to incidentally get rid of that remote row. And time for more pat-pats. He's out of rage. Hey, I managed to hit him with the golf swing. It looks like doing so might have been enough damage to the face that it has prevented him from going invisible for a bit without the use of a sonic. And he is back in rage. On the wrong side of the wings again. At least I was able to get around them this time. And land all three of those hits. Nice. Alright, buddy, where are you going? Not far, apparently. easily see this being him actually leaving the area. Yep. He'd been here long enough that it would have been no surprise had he left. And sure enough, he left, and it was no surprise. Found him. If I'm being honest, an antidote is among the least bad things he could steal. And he is out of rage. And now he is unable to go invisible for a bit again. Now I need to sharpen. Nick, to be fair, he only bounces purple when he is both mad and invisible. Both things have to be true in order for him to bounce purple. Okay, never mind. Only one of the things has to be true. It's only when he's invisible. A stake is also one of the not-so-bad things he could steal. Dang it. He wasn't visible when that Sonic went off. Buddy. Let me Sonic you, sir. There we go. And I even got a sparkly for my troubles. He shouldn't have gone invisible again just there. I think that means he's almost dead, that he's able to go invisible again so soon after being Sonic. Because he's not supposed to be able to go invisible for a good while after being Sonic. I hit the golf swing. And grab this while it's still here. Aw, not even an Ankh Dragon Treasury. I don't believe those lightning rods really accomplished much, but I mean, hey, they made a zappy effect on him, and therefore, they definitely did at least 1 point of lightning damage. I mean, hey, if you want my herbs, please be my guest. Those are super replaceable. Glad I got out of that. what he was doing, but it sounded like he was doing something. I wish I got more than one hit there. Ooh, nice. That was a good face flinch. Also, he's leaving the area and the paintball just wore off. I may never find this lizard again. Dragon Seer ain't here. Maybe he didn't leave the area after all? No, he is definitely not in here. Okay, so he's gone somewhere. It's just a question of where. Just zigzagging to try and see if I can maybe contact the lizard. Doesn't seem to be here. Boy, I should have brought a Psycho Serum or else painted him before he left. Oh. Oh. I mean, the fact that those splashes were there meant that he was just leaving. Question then is, did he go somewhere else in here? Or did he leave the area? I believe he left the area. So the question then is, where is he going? Will it be here? I don't believe it's here. Back to the place where he just was, maybe? Or else he's going to the eastern part of the... what is this? The marshlands in GU? Yeah, probably going to the eastern part. Well, we can at least say hello to this and find that there's nothing in it even after 10 minutes. That's weird. I don't believe Chameleos is allowed in this area. But I know Chameleos is allowed in here. So the question is there a lizard in this area? And I think, though I am not certain, but I think Chameleos is also allowed in here. No, why would it hurt? There is a hole, but no, I don't think it's allowed in here. Which means... it's probably somewhere else. Maybe it has gone to the field. Maybe it's changed areas like 15 times by now. Where is... oh! Got supplies delivered and got our clairvoyance from the cat. So now we know where the Chameleos is, at least at this particular exact moment in time. Whether it will still be there by the time we get there is another thing entirely. But it was in here. Where, lizard? There, lizard! Couldn't you have started that before I put the Mega Potion in my mouth? Of course, my sharpness decreases, like, as soon as I get it here. Probably good to sharpen here. Oh yeah, definitely good to sharpen. Yeah, most of the time I habitually will paintball a monster when it leaves an area a second time, which is why I hadn't repainted this Chameleos yet earlier, because it had only transitioned areas once instead of twice. But clearly doing it every other area transition is not exactly foolproof. Really, the power juice? That is arguably the most valuable stuff I have on me. No, not really. If it was mega juice, it'd be different, but power juice is actually fine. That's just a catalyst and a raw state. Or rare state, rather. Out of rage, which means it can be sonicked again. Okay, just because I said it was okay you took a power juice doesn't mean I'm okay with you taking another. Maybe I was misreading this thing about it being almost dead because it went invisible again so soon after a Sonic. Maybe it was just... Maybe it can just do that sometimes, and doesn't most of the time? Monsters in this game can be weird. He's still not mad. Found him. Why, thank you for the heal, cat. Oh, never mind. Cammy down. For good this time. Oh look, a Chameleos jewel. 2 Elder Dragons, 2 jewels. Lucky, lucky. did say herbs were replaceable, and therefore, we replace an herb. I was thinking, hey, maybe if I gather at these mushrooms, I might get some blue mushrooms to bring home. And then I remembered that my inventory was already full on blue mushrooms, and also it was too late anyway. Also, my inventory was full just in general. Okay, I was right in that this Chameleos was on the larger side, but still not even a crown. So, we got +6 honey. And -6 mega potions. So we came out of that quest nice and even. And one more check to see if there are any rotating Elder Dragons that I have not yet got a clear for. Nope, just the Fatalis, who is sticking around. And therefore, I'm going to do a G-Rank quest just to keep things interesting. Could do a Hypnoc. But admittedly, Hypnoc isn't the most interesting of G-Rank monsters, now is it? I mean, I guess it's not in other games, so it does have that going for it. But it's still just a Hypnoc. I don't want to do 2 Lavazioth. That sounds like agony. Especially when you don't have many Sonic Bombs and need to actually get more Screamers so that you can make more Sonic Bombs. There's a bunch of crabs, apparently. Operation Tropical Storm seems like a decent option. Not an amazing one, mind you. Again, we're not really going to have many amazing options now, are we? Wow, there are a lot of epic hunting quests here in this G3. lie, none of them sound like a great time. I think Operation Tropical Storm sounds good for now. So this has a Gypceros and a Rathian in it. So we definitely want to max out them herbal meds. Bring some antidotes. And some flashes for the Rathian. I didn't want to bring that many paintballs, but oh well. I guess we are. And let's get more whetstones. And this is an epic hunting quest, which means that we're going to carve mega potions. But it's also G rank, and the first thing we're up against is a crab. I think there's a decent chance that I will... that I'll spend the mega potions before I end up carving anything. Well, crab located. Dang it. If this game had a radial menu, I would have gotten that Sonic in time. Well, at least I got the steak in my mouth. Plum Hermitars may be prodigious jumpers, but thankfully they're not as good at lateral jumping as they are in 4U. Left the area. for a Mega Potion. That was a health negative interaction. Thank you for missing Vespoid. Crab is mad, so a Sonic now wouldn't do much, would it? Oh, no, it still would. Ah, the crab has ceased to be mad. And that's one claw down. And thankfully, unlike with Ceanataur, that does not permanently enrage a Hermitaur. At least I finished sharpening. That I don't bounce on the shell. Oh, we actually did get a lateral jump. Ow. At least I got rid of the little crab. Dude just annihilated that Vespoid. Two crabs, one golf swing. Sure, only one of them died, but I hit them both. Sounds like this crab might be almost dead. Yep, that is a nearly dead crab. That was a case of this game. Once you've queued up a second attack in your string, not letting you dodge instead of doing the attack. Which, I have a bad habit of mashing my attack buttons. So like, for instance, when I'm doing this, I will be mashing triangle. And there is a period at which your first attack animation is still going, your second attack animation has not started, but the second attack has been queued up. And at that point, well, sucks to be you, you're doing the second attack even if you start mashing the dodge button before the second attack starts. So yeah, bad habit of mine to just mash the attack button. It's also why whenever I bounce, you will see me bounce a second time. It's because if you press the attack button after the first bounce happens, you're gonna swing again, you're gonna bounce again. That's just how it is. Oh, sounds like a crab has dropped us a free Mega Potion. Doesn't get much freer than that. Hey there, Outlander. Yeah, old school crabs are a thing, though personally I do prefer the 4U implementation of this particular crab. Though preferring a 4U version of a monster over a Freedom Unite version of a monster honestly probably isn't the most controversial of takes. That's not the honey that I was hoping for. There it is. Did not mean to press circle again. But at least it didn't give me honey. Not that an insect husk is at all worth keeping. I do believe Gypsyros does not spawn in this area. I would guess here, or perhaps here. But apparently I would guess wrong. Did I bring Psychoserums? I remember thinking of bringing Psychoserums. Okay, last guess. In here. Okay, the Gypsyros was in here. Sounds like it might be going this way. And that is a Gypsyros located. Problem is, there's a Bullfango in here. But now there isn't a Bullfango. There is a Mosswine, but as long as nobody touches it, it will leave me alone. If anything at all touches it, though, it will not leave me alone. The Mosswine has been touched. Joke's on you, I'm stun immune. Though the fact that I'm stun immune means I probably shouldn't go for the head break. Because breaking its head will make it so that instead of doing a flash when it does that move, it'll instead do a cloud of poison. But then again, asking a hammer not to go for a head break might as well tell me to hold my breath the entire hunt. I was not expecting that to start its hitbox where it could hit me. But then again, expecting Freedom Unite to not start a hitbox in the least convenient place possible. Well, that's having far too much respect for Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. This game is not known for its generous hitboxes. Unless you mean generous for the monster, in which case they are very generous. This guy tricked me into sharpening. With that little hop, I thought he was going to take off, or at least spend some time in the air. As opposed to just instantly landing, turning around, and smacking me. But that Gypsyros is meant to be a trickster. KO, love to see it. And it's actually dead. Which means I have wasted one free Mega Potion. And yeah, Nick, it is definitely interesting how Gypsyros alone wasn't malnourished, like, out of all the flying and bird wyverns. Even Gravios seems relatively thin in this game, compared to the very healthy boy he is in Wilds. So, Rathian spawns either here or on the beach here. Pretty sure. I think it's the beach, but I'll stay close to the other area that I think it might be. Not that it really matters too much. We've got that there. So we can find her pretty easily. Oh, there she is. She seems like she might be a rather large specimen. And I have received one tailing. There's the cat with a true health horn. Which means we're on our own for the antidote. And she decided to punish us. Even though she had been facing the cat, I was sure she was going to go for the cat. Ah, good old second-gen rats. Back before they learned to charge without falling on their faces. They cannot charge without landing on their chins in second gen. Whereas third gen Rathians only fall on their chin if they do the triple charge or are tired when they charge. But second gen Rathians, they just don't balance as good as their more modern counterparts. I do appreciate when she hangs out closer to the water than to the trees, though. Gotta love that visibility increase. Why did I throw that? Wow, it didn't even get her. KO. There's our face break. So maybe I should go for a break. this boy down. Glad she was apparently trying to get the cat with that. Or I guess it's just the fact of the matter is that they sweep their tails to one specific side. I don't know why that flash didn't work. Yeah, it looks like the tails just trend to the right during the sweeps. I guess means that I should actually try and stay on the left side of her face whenever possible. That was a nice flinch, helped me get some stamina back. You know what? This is fine. Where is she going? Actually, the direction she looked like she was going. How unusual for Freedom Unite. That Mosswine is going to turn hostile very soon. Crabs and Bullfangos are the two types of small monsters that you can least ignore. Alright, Wolfkinson, thanks for dropping by. Getting those KOs. And now that she's on the floor, we can just go for the swing. Because you can't build up a new KO during an existing KO. And wing broken. I'm honestly kind of amazed I didn't get punished for doing that combo there. And she's gonna limp. Yep. Was really hoping I could keep her here, but no. If this was Monster Hunter Rise, I would have been able to get in here from the beach that we were in without needing to visit the other beach. And that's quest clear. And the Velociprays have been dealt with, so I can carve in peace. While we wait for the timer to let us actually leave, I'm gonna go use the restroom, so I'll be right back. Made it back in time to collect my rewards. Barely. And I needed to toggle off the be right back thing. But it is toggled off now. And we got +4 honey that quest and -2 mega potions. So, that is a 2 honey surplus. Ooh, ultra lucky cat. Well, that means we're gonna have to do a quest that gives good things. What even are good things? What do I need? What do I want? Perhaps we can get some hints. Looking here. Okay, so I was definitely working on an armor set. Do I remember at all what the armor set was going to be? No, but I do believe I have a way to find out. Yes, I believe I know exactly what I wanted. And I need Diablo Z Male to complete the set, which requires something one assumes. 2 stout bulk twisted runes. So, you know, only the actual rare thing from a Black Diablos in G rank. Lovely. Do I even have the Sonics for that anymore? Like, I would definitely like more Sonics than what I've just made. I'd like the ability to make more mid-quest, if we're being honest. But it could be doable. Do I expect to actually bring this Diablos home? Not really, but might as well give it a shot. Where's my Genpei fangs? Oh, but I can't forget that I also need to have something for temperatures. Don't need herbal meds against Diablos. And let's figure out what temperature I need something for. Is Black Diablos not in this tier? Guess Black Diablos is a G3 thing. Ah, yep, sure is. And looks like I don't have any quests specifically for Black Diablos that I haven't already done. So I guess we're doing a quest repeat. So 1 black Diablos in the desert at night, so we only need hot drinks. Off we go. And just give me a moment here. I'm looking at how to get stout bulk twisted turns. And it looks like the answer is only from breaking both horns. That sucks with a hammer. Those things bounce purple. Rude. It amuses me that I fell out of the area from that paralysis. So is the Diablo still in here? Sure is. Hello, ma'am. You seem very large. Oh, thank goodness. Look at this doofus. The actual important hit. Breaking both of a Diablos' horns with a hammer in this game is agony. I don't even have room for these wyvern sobs. Shouldn't have even tried for them. Since she's not mad, let's go ahead and put this trap down. KO'd. We accept those. Though admittedly, we would prefer a horn break. Going through this for a 40% chance at the thing that I actually want. Ow. Okay. annoying. She went 2 load zones. And they're not even close together load zones. Or sorry, she went 3 load zones. They have to load through here, then through here. I mean, those ones are at least short, but then this to the next area is longer than I would like it to be. If I had dodged left, I might have actually been able to avoid that. She's not mad, so I could have Sonic out. Running out of stamina there did not help. Not one bit. And it still isn't helping. We made it. We're alive. Wasted my Sonic. At least I got the Visible Road. Yeah, got both hits there. Mad right now, but I don't want to throw a Sonic and just trust that she's going to stay underground long enough for it. Okay, she was leaving the area. Actually not a fan of her coming here, because while it is nice and open, it's also got this Genprey and also at least one crab that I can see. Well, that's not good. Okay, could have been worse. That damn crab. Love me a good true health horn. I want to get rid of that crab. But I want to do so safely. And running out of stamina does not help me do it safely. Oh, is the crab just gone forever because she yelled? I'm cool with that, if so. Oh, no, the crab is just still there. Barely got out of the way of that. Is she mad and I'm just not noticing? Or was that just not close enough to her? She doesn't appear to be mad. Turn back. There we go. The crab's gone. Okay, there we go. Now she's painted. She was going for the cat there. Is she mad or what? I believe she's leaving the area is what she's doing. Yep. Hello, ma'am. Really, we're just not allowed to put pit traps in the sand. Forgot about that. Alright, so that's my last Sonic. Still not mad. I'm probably going to regret putting this here now, though. Oh, never mind. She didn't break it. Oh, yeah, she did break it. Never mind. Never mind the never mind. Mind always. Really do feel like this is a rather large lady. Really, a shakalaka here. That's going to be a problem later, I'm sure. Behold, a problem. Dang it, was trying to do a Superman dive. Alright, if I get hit by this burrow attack, that would have been a cart. Welcome back, guard. This lady is not being very cooperative. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I don't know why I tried to attack there. I believe she's leaving the area at this point. Yep. What I need her to do more of is the charge attack where she stops short. That's what I need to see more of. I need to see more of the stop short charge attack. I will also accept more burrow attacks where I end up on her right rather than on her left. Which I guess means that I need to be moving around to this direction more often than not. Because when I'm on her right, then the tail sweep goes past where it can harm me sooner. And also, it doesn't swing as far towards the foot. So, like, you just let it go. And then once it has gone, you hit her right foot. Yeah, I need short stop charges, not sliding charges. Lady, please. Can you not go a mile across the map every single time you charge? I know you're capable of doing a stop on a dime. Do more of those. Okay, do a tail attack. That's what we want to see. Would have been nice if I had actually managed to hit her and doesn't take advantage of the tail attack. Yet another disadvantage of this particular Diablos being relatively large. I'm really wondering if she's going to be a crown. Or if I'm just having so much trouble with an ordinarily sized Diablos. See, that's the short stop we wanted. the double roar. Very rude. Did the second roar just to waste my time. And then still hit me before I recovered from the roar. And then since my weapon was still unsheathed, there was not a single thing I could have done to avoid that cart at that point. The answer to how to avoid that cart? Have brought earplugs. But since I failed that step, we got that cart. Incidentally, the whole reason we're on this quest is so that I can get myself a set that has earplugs. Amazing how Monster Hunter makes you prove you can deal with a mechanic before letting you have the armor that opts you out of that mechanic. I mean, that's how it should be, honestly. But this is one of those cases where it's very clear that that is the thing that happened. Yeah, guard, situations like that are also why I tend to go for earplugs on my sets in older games, but again, on this quest so that I can get said earplugs. I need 2 horns from this beast. Which, I will remind you, are a 40% drop if I can break both of her horns, which bounce purple hammer sharp. That's probably why I made the greatsword, isn't it? Man, I was probably smart before. Now I'm not. Tail attack, please. Thank you. Cool, I think I just completely whiffed. But so does she. It goes both ways. She's leaving the area, isn't she? Oh, she's not. I was gonna say, thankfully, there's only so many places she can go from this particular zone, so I shouldn't have a hard time following her. But she's painted again anyway. Thankfully, Diablos' charge attack is not one of the worst hitboxes in the game. Like, as long as her legs don't go through you and her face doesn't hit you, it's actually fairly easy to avoid the hitbox from her charge. That, on the other hand, is a little bit less easy to avoid. Especially if you get hit by the wind effect there. Okay, this one she is probably leaving the area. Yep. Really wish my stamina would be recovering during this. Okay, you know what? That's a good time for an enrage. Unfortunately, oh, never mind, I'm not definitely eating that. Tail attack, please. Thank you. I'm not doing a very good job of taking advantage of those tail attacks, but then again, this is G rank and she's enraged, so her animations aren't very long. Get me that easy, lady. She's out of rage. Of course, now she does the stop short. Love missing with everything. Also love having empty stamina. Feels a little wasteful to eat a whole steak for only one chunk of stamina bar, but considering I've had a lot of stamina trouble this quest, it's probably worth it. Lady, can you stop digging? Tail attack, please. Thank you. Shame you can't knock her down once she starts doing her burrow animation. Nice. Ouch. I really shouldn't even be trying to break the horns. We're already halfway through this quest's timer. Not even one horn is broken. I believe the second one takes more to break than the first. Yeah. I should just try and clear the quest and hope that I get one in standard rewards. It is possible. It's not likely, but I'm pretty sure it's possible. And I believe she is leaving the area. That is not at all where she looked like she was going. She just lied to me with her burrow trail. I want to get rid of this Genprey, but she already sees me here, so I can't afford to completely ignore her. Whoop. This is not the time to be charging. The real problem with fighting a Diablos in Gen 2 and earlier is the Diablos is completely in charge of the quest timer. How often it burrows pretty much directly determines how long the quest is going to take. Just enraged her out of the wall. Oh, hello, Shakalaka. Now we have two non-Diablos problems here. Ma'am, I don't believe your horns are actually stuck. Please be actually dead. There we go. Oh, of course, she leaves as soon as the problems are dealt with. And not only does she leave, she goes 3 load screens away! Again, when you fight a Diablos in Gen 2 and earlier, the Diablos is in charge of the quest timer. This should still be plenty doable unless she really misbehaves constantly for the whole quest. The thing is, it's still very possible that she could do exactly that. Well, at least the Genprey's done. She apparently stomped that Vespoid into the floor, but unfortunately that didn't actually destroy the thing. Tail attack, please. Nope, that's not a tail attack. So that readjustment was fine. Now she's mad, probably? Yeah, she's definitely moving like she's mad. There we go, Vespoid done. And she decided to fake me out and go for the cat. I'm fine with that, honestly. And no, she's not mad. Tail attack, please. Thank you. Shame this Vespoid respawned so quick. Went to the trouble of killing it, but it's just right back. Tail attack, please. Nope. Well, I'm gonna take this hit. Would have been nice if the cat's health horn was delayed. Just a couple frames there. I probably would have more health now. Oh, she is no longer painted. I don't like this. She shouldn't have gone any farther than just the big desert here? Okay. Could have been worse. She could have gone somewhere less easy to locate. Ooh, thanks for the short stop. What are you doing, ma'am? Tail attack, please. Thank you. Nice if I didn't whiff that. Tail attack, please. Nope. Tail attack, please. Nope. You know what? That works. Shame I had to lose sharpness right before both of these knockdowns, but hey, sometimes that's just the way things go. I sense a cart incoming. Ooh, dodge through it. I need to make more mega potions as soon as I have the chance. Oh, hey, we broke a horn at some point. Definitely not getting the second one, but hey, we broke one. Problem is, you do need to break both in order to get the reward that I actually came on this quest for. And now, it is no longer a waste to eat a well-done steak. But will I be punished for doing so? No, I will not! Will I be punished for sharpening? No, I will not! And she has, in fact, left rage. Let's see how long she stays out of rage. Tail attack, please? Nope. But I will accept this. I whiffed. Okay, she immediately popped out of the ground. Was it to enrage? No, it was not. If it was, then it would have been a good sign that we were getting close to finishing this quest, but it wasn't, and therefore, still anybody's guess how much health she's got left. Diablos, you can tell when they're getting close to dead, because they just go from rage to rage to rage to rage. But when they have time between their rages, like more than one hit's worth of time, that does not mean that you are getting that close. So yeah, this lady's probably still got a decent amount of fight left in her. And my attempts to get horn breaks were probably just huge wastes of time that I couldn't afford. Yeah, it looks like she's either leaving the area or leaving the area. I'll take a knockdown. Tail attack, please. Nope. Should have dove there. Admittedly, that was not the best time for a tail attack. I love seeing a short stop, but not when I'm so low on stamina. Tail attack, please. Nope. I don't like that it turns me towards the source of the sound every time I get roared. It doesn't add a lot of time to turn around, but it does add some. So turning me towards the source of the sound just makes it more difficult to avoid whatever might come next. Tail attack, please. Nope. But we do accept walkies. Can you please not slide halfway across the map when you charge? Please? tail attack, please. Thank you. She's either leaving the area or doing the slow turn, in which case I'm probably safe either way. Leaving the area. But I don't believe I have enough time to actually defeat her at this point. Like, I'll sure as heck try. I just don't believe I've got the time. Unless... yeah, that was too much to hope for. Appreciate the knockdown, though. Wow. There was nothing I could do there. So we've got no carts left. We've got less than 5 minutes. I do believe this is going to be a failed quest because I dared try to break horns with a hammer. I shouldn't be going for these items. They are wasting my time. My very limited time. Perhaps I should have taken the hot drink before coming into the area. Didn't expect her to spot me and charge me before I could get it down. Good knockdown. Really playing with fire here. If I take one of those burrow attacks while she's enraged, I think I do die. So let's play with less fire. We have 1:40 left. Which I am absolutely convinced is not enough time. Unless she leaves this area immediately and goes somewhere where I can actually put down a pit trap. Keeps burrowing, it's absolutely not going to be enough time. Ah, gotta love those Freedom Unite tailspin hitboxes. So she is instantly enraging again. So if we're going to kill her, it's probably going to happen during this knockdown. But it didn't happen during that knockdown, so it's probably happening never. I'm getting my supplies back. Instead of using basically all of the healing items I could possibly use. We're just gonna abandon the quest and get them back. Extract them from my stomach. Would you look at that? We've got our stuff back. So that was a waste of 50 minutes. And it doesn't even repopulate the honey in the farm. But that's fine, because all we spent was zenny and time. Should have learned my lesson about trying to go for Diablo's horns with a hammer. I did say right off the start it wouldn't be easy. I also said it wasn't impossible, which was true. I broke one. But yeah, that was certainly a quest that I was not adequately prepared for. Let's go for some furious beauties. We'll be getting back some of those mega potions. I think 5 seems good for this quest. Kazugia Drum Tigrex, yeah. 5 should be good. And a blind Tigrex is a behaved Tigrex, so we bring flashes. I didn't bring hot drinks. Now imagine if instead of sitting through this quest retire, choosing whether or not to save, getting kicked back out into the hub, going back to the kitchen, eating the meal, skipping the cutscene, going back to the hub, selecting the quest again, and then departing one more time, complete with load screen. Imagine if instead of all of that, I could have spent time in the quest, walking back to base camp, and then go in the tent and just grab the hot drinks that I missed, or forgot to bring. Not only would it feel less punishing in terms of overall time, it would actually feel more punishing in terms of quest time, because I wouldn't have left the quest, and therefore quest time would have been counting down, instead of my real time that belongs to me, and that I only have a limited amount of on this earth. Anyone who says that restocking is bad for the game can shove it. Again, I've said it before, you can disagree with restocking as a means of making a quest easier by, oh no, I'm out of mega potions, let me go get more. But in terms of, oops, I forgot something, let me fix that mistake. You know, the thing people say that they want Monster Hunter to be about the prep. They want prep time to matter. or they want preparation to matter. Like, make it so that prep mistakes punish you in the quest instead of in life. It's so much better. Restocking is better for that. It makes your prep time either the same as it's always been, because you always have to remember the things before quests, or you can choose to spend quest time to fix your preparation mistakes instead of making time that isn't part of the quest be what the cost is, which is like not even a cost to begin with because it's not part of the quest. It doesn't affect your ability to do the quest. Like, if you're not using the restocks to get your mega potions back, if you're not using it to get things back that you ran out of, then it's literally harder. You're making the quest harder for yourself if you forgot something and go fix that mistake. Because you are spending quest time to go back and grab what you forgot. And if you believe that quests are too easy if you have the ability to restock the items that you have used, then there is nothing stopping you from just not doing that. Nothing whatsoever. Anyone who argues that restocking is bad for the game is either not thinking it through or is a gatekeeper. It would be different if Capcom was balancing newer Monster Hunter games around the fact that you can restock. I forgot to paint this Kezu. It would be different if quests were balanced around the fact that you can restock, like, oh, we're gonna make this quest super hard because you can just get your stuff back. That would be different. But it's not. You can still avoid all the hits that you can avoid. Playing well can completely negate the temptation to restock. It can negate the need to restock. Oh, I guess Kezu is not stopping here. It's really weird watching that thing just fly places. And, like, I get it when people say that Clutch Claw and Focus Mode and other mechanics that, you know, change how you interact with a monster are bad for the game, like, and how it's not an argument to say, oh, if you don't like those, then don't use them, because the game is absolutely balanced around you having access to and using those abilities. 100%. But the game is not balanced around restocking. Choosing not to restock does not make the quests any harder for you in a way that the devs balanced around. Like, you can say, oh, don't use Clutch Claw, but then you have to deal with all of the hit zones being worse. You have to deal with the fact that, you know, the monsters will still do the Clutch Claw staggers regardless of whether or not you choose to use the Clutch Claw. Like, the game is designed around the Clutch Claw being there. Focus Mode, the game is designed around you using it. To keep track of the monsters, that's why monsters in the later quests move so fast, are so aggressive. It's why the mounting system itself creates wounds, so that you can use Focus Mode to use focus attacks to, or focus strikes to, you know, bust those wounds. Like, yeah, Focus Mode, Clutch Claw, games designed around those. Modern Monster Hunter games are not designed around restocking. They do not assume that you will go and restock at any opportunity you get. It's a mechanic that is there for if you forgot something, but if you try and use the quest to deal with the fact that you forgot something, well then you're paying a time cost that you wouldn't have paid otherwise. Instead of, you would have just abandoned and paid real time instead of quest time. You make the quest harder for yourself if you prepare inadequately. Is it as hard for yourself as if you prepare inadequately in an old game and decide, oh no, I'm just gonna try and do this without hot drinks? No. But like, that's what you were gonna do in most of the time in previous games, instead of like, oh, I'm just gonna abandon. It's, oh, I'm just gonna restock my hot drinks here instead of abandoning to go get them. It's different in multiplayer. Like, in multiplayer, you're less likely to go, oh, I forgot my hot drinks, I'm going to abandon. You're more likely to go, oh, I forgot my hot drinks, does anyone have some they can give me? And that becomes an interesting gameplay exchange. Admittedly, that becomes less of a thing when you're like, oh, I forgot my hot drinks and I can see I'm in a cold place. Let me grab one from the box right here. Though admittedly, in Monster Hunter Wilds, what you're more likely to do is, oh, I forgot my hot drinks. Let me grab this heat mantle bug that's on the wall in every single area where I might want a hot drink. You can argue that that's a different thing, but that's nothing to do with restocking. Restocking to deal with things that you have forgotten is a quest time spend rather than an out-of-quest time spend. This T-Rex seems massive. Is it massive or am I mistaken? And then yeah, restocking items that you have used in a quest instead of replacing things you forgot. That's just a quality of life thing for people who want it or need it. Saying you want that out of the game, you think it's bad for the game. You're just saying that people of below a certain skill level shouldn't be allowed to play the game. There is room for restocking to exist without it harming your experience. And that room is where we live. Like, that's the game we play right now in Monster Hunter Wilds. Restocking exists without harming your experience if you don't like it. You don't have to use it. They did not balance around you using it. Don't like, don't use. It's not a means of interacting with a monster that the devs have absolutely balanced things around. It is just a feature that helps people who need it or who want it. Some people want to have an easier time playing the game. Some people want to have no advantages whatsoever. They're both right. Play the game how you like. Do not tell other people that they cannot play the game how they like because you think the game is better without a feature that you can ignore and have the same exact experience ignoring as you do if you used it. That Tigrex went down a lot faster than I expected, but I suppose this was a multi-monster high-rank quest. And yeah, Outlander, grabbing supplies in the field is an interesting mechanic, and I do believe that, yes, restocking has reduced its incidence. Like, we don't do it as much, because, yeah, we can restock if we feel the need. But you also did hit the other thing, like, the honey is on the route between every area you're going, and since you can grab it with your slinger, it's hardly a time cost at all. You just, while you're on your way from area to area, you grab it. Done. You don't go out of your way to grab honey or anything. And in case anyone watches this way down the line and thinks, oh, I'm just someone who's bad at the game complaining about people who complain about a feature that makes the game easier for some people, it's a big T-Grex. Yeah, before anyone thinks that I'm complaining because, oh, I'm just bad at Monster Hunter Wilds and I need the restock, allow me to remind you that I completed Proof of a Hero, and I did restock in it, but I didn't use any of the things I restocked, so really restocking only just cost me time. So therefore, restocking harmed my ability to complete the quest, and I did it anyway. So yeah, I think restocking is a good feature in the game because you don't have to use it, and they did not assume that you would use it. And therefore, if you're the type of person who wants to use it or needs to use it, you can. And if you're the type of person who doesn't like it, you can ignore it, and it will not affect your experience one bit. It will only affect the experience of the people who choose to use it. And yeah, if people choose to use it, it affects their experience in a positive way. Except for me in Proof of a Hero, where it cost me a few seconds that I would not have otherwise spent. And I still cleared the quest without using anything that I grabbed. So yeah, it's a good feature. Don't complain that it's here. Like, if you say that don't like, don't use is not a good argument for the things that they balanced around, congratulations, you're correct. They did balance around those things, but restocking ain't one of them. Let people restock. That's a lot of monsters for the Moat Arena. Also, that's a weird Diablos in the Moat Arena. I kind of want to do this quest now. So we've got a Lavazioth, so we're going to want Sonics. We've got a Rathalos, we're going to want Flashes. We're going to want Herbal Meds for that Rathalos. We do not want hot drinks. What lived in this slot before? Herbal Meds lived in that slot before. And we want a cool drink. Or 5. We got our max potion, we got our ancient potion. Couldn't hurt to bring these traps. Don't have space to bring combines for more flashes. Can I bring anything that matters? Psycho Serum, yes. Yes, I can. And I believe we are good. Looking at the time, this will be the last quest. I probably should have actually finished this stream already, but whatever, we're here. We're doing it. I'm gonna have some fun. Now, can I eat this and have my cool drink without getting bullfangoed? Yes. Yes, I can. There's our fish. Behold, Lavazioth before it got shrunk in world. Ow. Well, hey, the crab's dead. Okay, no more small monster. Nope, still a small monster. I have a lot to remember about Lavaziath in this game. I do know it's not the same hot tub fish I loved from GU. But it's also not the same hard and soft fish that I rather disliked from World. Also, that seemed like a remarkably early stun. I honestly kind of love the Piscine Wyvern and Rage in this game, where they just stand up and look around like, hey, what was that? It's cute. Piscine Wyverns are cute. Their hip checks are not. This game does a much better job of showing us that Lavaziath actually does have gold scales under that lava coating. World, you don't see the gold scales that much. Also, wow, that was rude. Ooh, I am glad I dodged through that. Man, it'd be cool if Wilds gave us Cephadrome back and became the first game in the series to actually show us that when a Cephadrome is clean instead of covered in sand, it's got brilliant purple scales. Like, they could actually do that. They have the technology. Also, I need to not trust that mouth every time it does a spit attack. Because, like, yeah, we could fight Cephadrome in the Windward Plains. And, you know, fighting it most of the time, it just is your standard sandy Cephadrome. But then, if it goes to the Oasis, you get to see that, hey, it gets cleaned off, and look at those purple scales. That would be neat. Admittedly, I don't want Cephalos to come back. But Cephadrome, I would be fine with. Oh, you want to go for a swim, do you? Okay, are we coming back on land? Nope, we're doing the repeated... Oh, no, we're doing some spits. Okay. You're allowed to do those, I guess. Here, I thought I was far enough to the side that that wouldn't hit me. And changing areas. going to the only other place that a Lavazioth can go, because these two areas were added to the map specifically to house Lavazioth. And of course there's Apsaros in this one, because we couldn't just have an easy time. Dude's not even looking at me. And got rid of both Apsaros without getting punished. Yeah, wasn't any getting out of that for me once I started the upswing. Alright, hopping in the lava, and from there he tends to do the repeated jumps. There's jump number 1. There's jump number 2. With the rocks going farther with each jump. This is really just a time waster move. Hello, Mr. Fish. I'd love if you got KO'd again. Wow, that tail actually sweeps past where his head normally sits. It's good information to have. I don't like that I had to learn it. Oh, what happened? What was that? I would have liked if I managed to dodge that. And I do not like how many Mega Potions I'm chugging through. Especially because this guy ain't even cap ready yet. He is one of the monsters who has a nice obvious tell for when he is cap ready. Well, maybe they don't go farther every time. Maybe sometimes they go closer every time. Yes, there's two versions of the triple splash. Yeah, this is one of the few monsters that has a visible tell the moment they get cap ready, without needing to wait for them to limp or anything. And he is now cap ready. The tell being the red lava effect flowing down his body stops when he is almost dead. You'll note there is no animation on his body when he is nearly dead, instead of having the little, like, red waves flowing down it. Yeah, just like with Cuckoo folding his ears in, Lavazioth has a visible tell for cap readiness. Thanks, Vespoid. very kind of Lavazia to have 4 carbs. Who's next? Terra Cenotar. Who I believe will spawn either in there or in there. As for which one, I don't know. Do we have... Nope, we don't have the dragon. Don't have the dragons here. So perhaps this is a time for a Psycho Serum. Alright, we now know where the crab is. Behold crab. And I mean, hey, it's a flavor of crab that, while I already made all of its armor and therefore I don't need to fight it at all, it's a flavor of crab that we haven't seen since this game. It is exclusive to this game. Despite the fact that they even brought this crab back for Stories 3. They decided that we didn't deserve to have it as a monster. Specifically, they decided we didn't deserve to have Terra Cenotar as a monster. And looks like it's in trap mode, which means we can safely eat this steak. No worries whatsoever. Nice try, crab. And here comes the piss laser. Yep. Barely managed to avoid that. But let's see if I can go this whole quest without being pissed on even once. Because it is worth reminding people that Cenotar's lasers are, in fact, streams of urine. Did not manage to go the whole quest without being pissed on. Because I couldn't quite dodge in time for that one. Also, wow, that piss laser hurt. What's my water res? 0. Okay. So it's not low water res that caused the piss laser to hurt that much. It's just a thing that hurts, which, I mean, I guess makes sense. That's what Terra Shogun Cenotar is specialized for. Like, that's what sets it apart from standard Shogun Cenotar, is it does more laser things. Admittedly, it mostly just does them from the ceiling. Like, the areas we've been fighting it in, it might as well just be a regular Shogun Cenotar that's a little bit oranger. I dodged the wrong direction there. Oh. Left the area. Yeah. I really do wish I liked World Lavasioth as much as I like Lavasioth in every other game Lavasioth is in. I'm just not a fan of World Lavasioth. Love GU Lavasioth. It's my favorite incarnation of the fish. Because he's an adorable hot tub fish. He loves his hot tubs, and he's just very cute in general. And now we get to see what makes a Terra Shogun Scimitar a Terra Shogun Scimitar. And the answer is pissing while walking on the ceiling. Regular Shogun Scimitar don't do this. Crab is almost dead. Another one of those monsters with a tail. And it's that they constantly have blood coming from their mouth and they make lots and lots of noise. And apparently my cat scored the kill. Wait, no, my cat can't have scored the kill. My cat never uses that. Except on me. It's a pacifist cat. Which means either the volcano itself or the Ioprey got the kill. Both are possible. I don't recall there having been a powder stone where the crab is now, so I guess it was probably the Ioprey. Yeah, the crab's not near any of the lava spouts, so it couldn't have been one of those. So yeah. Good job, Ioprey. You killed a crab for me. And with Rathalos being next, we know where Rathalos is going to spawn. That is out here. Yeah, I love me some GU Lavasioth, and Freedom Unite Lavasioth ain't bad. Rathalos did not spawn here. I was mistaken. Thankfully, I believe it did spawn only 2 load screens away. Nope. It spawned 3 load screens away. Or... did it spawn in one of the Lavasioth zones? Can it go there? I thought those zones were only for Lavasioth. They are not only for Lavasioth. They were added for Lavasioth, but they are not only for Lavasioth. I know Dread King can be GU, but as GU's different. I said Dread King as if King was the operative thing, though. It's a Dread King. It's one word. It's not a Dread King, as opposed to a Dread some other thing. No, it's a Dread King. I want this Io Prey out of here. Excuse me? I'm pretty sure that flash should have flashed this guy. Oh, look at that. Back hop into flight. Again, pretty sure that flash should have flashed this guy. Forgot how picky flashes can be in this game. And that's why we brought our herbal meds. I do appreciate my stun immunity, though. Love getting my target and the small monster I want to get rid of at the same time. Very efficient use of hammer. Well, it didn't knock him down, but it did at least keep him still for a bit. Perhaps not as long as I might have liked. But as rail thin as this Rathalos is, I don't think I can blame him for being bitey. Nice KO. And it looks like we did get the face break, so I'm just going to go for a wing break here. Because there's nothing stopping me from trying to get that extra part, other than the fact that I bounce with white, so maybe I should just never touch the wing again. Again, didn't manage to knock him down with it, but making him behave a little bit. Admittedly, the tailspins are less behaving than the bites. I would much rather see a bite than a spin. I'd much rather see a taunt than a bite. Ooh, that was a good de-blinding. If he didn't interrupt his tailspin to show that he wasn't blind anymore, I would have taken it to the face. It's always weirded me out that only Rathian is able to do multiple fireballs from the ground. Rathalos can do multiple fireballs from the air. That really should have blinded you, sir. When it comes to ground combat, Rathalos and Freedom Unite can only do a single fireball. No more? I was gonna say no less, but he can do less than one. He can do 0. He's doing 0 right now. And this is before Gen 3, so they haven't yet added the back hop fireball as a guaranteed follow-up to Enraging. Are we doing a world tour, or are we just leaving? We're just leaving. Okay. should probably make a few Mega Potions. Not gonna make more than 7 because we know for a fact we are getting 3 back when this guy is dead. I don't want to get stuck holding the bag if I make too many. This Apsos has chosen violence. And apparently that fireball exploded big enough to hit me, even though the fireball itself missed me. And boy, did it hurt. I don't know that I've ever been hit by an aerial fireball from a Rathalos in this game before. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to go for the standard combo there. Ouch! You know, technically if I were to cart the Zenny that I would lose, it would be easier to replace than these Mega Potions. But I've already said earlier in this very stream that it would cost time, and each of us only gets a limited amount of that. I've chosen to spend way too much of it playing certain games. I'm not going to say that it's a waste of time to play games. Absolutely not. If you enjoy yourself, then great, do it. But like, I've definitely spent way too much of my time hunting shinies and Pokemon, that's for sure. But hey, time spent doing something you enjoy is never wasted. Time spent doing something you don't enjoy can absolutely be wasted, though. Which is why I am not getting Kingdom Hearts 4. I have done my time in the Kingdom Hearts series, and I do not regret going cold turkey after Kingdom Hearts 3. People are allowed to like Kingdom Hearts. I'm just not one of them. I don't care for it. Of course, even something you don't enjoy can be not a wasted time. Everything is an experience. As long as you don't regret the experience, then it's fine. And even if you do regret the experience, if you learned that you would regret it if you went and did it again, then it's arguable that that time was not wasted because you learned something. So really, the only way to truly waste your time is to not enjoy what you do and to learn nothing from it. So as long as you either enjoy what you have done or learned from what you did, then your time has been perhaps not spent as well as it could have been, but well spent. Like, there's always going to be better ways to spend your time. But, by that same note, there's also always going to be worse ways to spend your time. Also, that Rathalos was made entirely out of wings. Maybe that's why his wings were bouncing purple. Every day was wing day for him. And that was a fun quest. I actually rather liked it. but it was also the last quest of the stream. That said, I've got a rainbow here, so I am going to go send Trenya out on an adventure. Because everyone knows adventures go better when you go towards a rainbow at the start of them. And let's watch to make sure his boat doesn't immediately sink. Alright, he's probably fine. And with that, we're going to call this a stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I will be back tomorrow for something. If I can convince myself to get off my ass, maybe Mina the Hollower. I do want to play that. I bought it. I haven't launched it. Just need to make sure that I can run it, stream it properly, and then get all the assets I need to make a thumbnail for it. If I do all of that, which it seems likely that I will, considering I've told myself that I need to just now, then maybe that tomorrow. And if I'm still too lazy, then maybe more of this. We'll see. Either way, tomorrow. See you then, friends.